Hey guys, Ashley here, also known as the H League fan. I'm here today with a new video. I actually decided that I'm going to go back and focus more on my teen drama topics because I've honestly been doing a lot of too many wrestling topic videos and I'm just done talking about the same shit about wrestling. Let's get into teen dramas. So I want to talk about one of my favorite all-time favorite teen drama couples, and it is Buffy and Angel from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. But before I get into them, this is just a little bit of a disclaimer. These reasons are my opinion. They're true facts about what I'm going to get and say. And also, I also have other videos I'm going to do. I'm doing a video on Selena. I wrote it down over here. I wrote down a list of overhated teen drama characters that I saw on BuzzFeed. The ones that I thought were very controversial that I'm going to address. Um, and I also have my top 10 favorite TV shows of all time, drama-wise TV shows. Um, so yeah, and I think it was another video too. I want to do a deep dive video about One Tree Hill because, as you all know, One Tree Hill is my favorite TV show of all time. So I thought maybe I'd do a deep dive, maybe probably do a part 1 or part 2 discussing the show. So please, I'm gonna do that. Sorry you hear papers rumbling. I'm trying to get all my notes together. So yeah, I come back and do a video like this. I'm considering maybe doing more videos like this where I take a couple that I absolutely love and explain to you guys why they deserve to be shipped or why they just make so much sense together. So yeah, Buffy and Angel. I love Buffy and Angel. Honestly, when I watch Buffy and Vampire Slayer, they remind me so much of Selena, Buffy and Angel. It's just they were so cute. Sarah and David, they had real genuine chemistry and it really paid off with Buffy and Angel with the characters. And it sucks that her and Angel did not end up together. Like, it really bothers me to this day that Josh did not consider to bring Angel back and have him and Buffy end up together. Like, he couldn't bring him back or he couldn't bring Buffy to Angel's show. Like, I love Buffy Vampire Slayer. I'm gonna probably watch it again because I watched it over quarantine, but I'm gonna watch it again. 7 seasons, I can do it because I start losing interest like seasons 5 through 7 because it's just like it's kind of hard to get through now because I kind of feel like they dragged the show a little bit out. But I'm gonna get into Angel too. Like, Angel is another show that I feel like I'm gonna get into because I never knew he had a show until now. I know I'm only 19, but I didn't know he had a show. So I'm gonna watch his show. There's honestly so many shows that I want to get into, like True Blood, Friday Night Lights, and Angel. Like, I want to watch those shows, so I'm gonna probably put those on my to watch shows, so I can make rants about them. But that's getting to 12 reasons why I feel like Buffy and Angel, what made them so special together. My first reason, their chemistry. Their chemistry is honestly probably some of the best chemistry I've ever seen when it comes to two actors reflecting off each other. They honestly, you could tell the chemistry it happened naturally. Like, it just happened. As soon as they did the scripts, it just happened. They thought what they can, like, it's so hard to explain because it's like that's the type of chemistry that just can't be matched. That's the type of chemistry that just can't be competed with. Like, that's the type of chemistry where it's going to be hard to find another actor to convey that chemistry with. Spike. But yeah, their chemistry. I feel like the chemistry was obviously the best thing about the relationship. The fact that Angel could come back at any moment and Buffy just automatically just melts into his arms and she feels that security and that blanket of trust and genuineness from him. Not just from a love interest, but also to a friend too, that's someone that she could also confide in with her secrets and also her fears. And I feel that's also another thing too that you should have with someone who that you have chemistry with. That isn't just about how you guys look at each other, it's about how the other person makes you feel with that chemistry. And I think that they both made each other feel entirely safe and so secure that's why their chemistry was just off the charts. And like I said, Sarah and David, their chemistry just it happened right off the bat, and that's why it just worked so good. Coming in number 2, they're healthy together. I think if anyone understands this, is that I like couples that are not. See, we throw this word toxic around in society where we don't understand. We don't. A lot of people don't understand the word toxic. I would say toxic is someone like we talk about fictional character wise. I would say toxic is someone like Damon Salvatore. Damon is a very toxic guy. He's irredeemable, and he plays victim a lot, and he kind of expects things out of life because he's had it so hard. Like that's a toxic guy to me. The fact that he does things constantly to hurt people on purpose, and he expects happiness at the end of it. Like he expects to just be forgiven after not working for it. Like he just keeps asking for second chances and wants to prove that he's not a lost cause, but yet you keep doing the same shit over and over again. You have not learned from the second time, or the third time, or the fifth time, or the sixth time, or the seventh time, 10th time. You have not learned. You just want people to give you fucking second chances like candy canes, and that's not what the fuck this is. And I feel like Buffy and Angel, they were just healthy with each other out the bat. It was never any toxicity. There was never any like disrespectfulness. It was always respectful towards each other. They respect each other's opinions. They respected each other's different views of life. They just respected each other entirely, and I feel like that's what just made them all around just very healthy together. Was that the fact that Angel just did not see her as just a random teenager. He honestly thought that she was mature for her age. She could think for herself, and he loves the idea that even though she is this secret slayer, that she could keep it together and not lose herself. And I feel like that is something to be admired on, and I feel that's what just made them so healthy together. Coming in number three, they respect each other's decisions. Like I just said, they kind of respect each other's decisions. They never once question each other about you can't do this, you can't do that. I'm not gonna allow you to do this. Even when like Buffy would tell Angel she doesn't need his help with something, he'll respect that. But once he feels like it's starting to get a little bit too overcrowded and she might need some help, he'll swoop in like the Prince Charming that he is, and he'll help out he'll help out Buffy. And she won't get angry with him. She won't let her ego get in the way about being a slayer and be like, I can do this by myself. I don't need you. She always thanks him and lets him know that he didn't have to do that. Like just pretty much respecting his decision to just come and help her, even though she didn't need his help. Like it was never any egoness with them. It was always not letting their pride get in the way. They just would let the other person come and rescue them without any big problem. And I love the fact they respect each other's decisions. Like she didn't get upset that Angel wanted to leave and let her live. As much as I hate the fact that he left at the end of season 3, he feel like he was a big reason why as of Buffy was never going to have a real future, because the fact that he can't give her babies, he can't marry her, he can't go out in the sunlight, he can't do certain things, and it sucks. And he feels like she deserves better than that. And of course, anyone does. It sucks to have a mental partner who can't go out in the sun. He doesn't have a ring. He can't do certain things, and it sucks. And I feel like he was a big reason as to why Buffy couldn't have those things, and he thought she deserved better. And it sucks that they couldn't end up together or fight through those differences because Angel was a vampire. And kind of like I said, that's one of the reasons why they respect each other. Buffy never forced him to stay, even though she realized that they couldn't be together because of that big difference. So yeah, going on number 4, their I love yous, their hugs and their kisses. Just honestly, the intimacy between the two of them, it was always real. It was always compassionate, and it was always just very genuine. It never seemed forced or any of that. The love scenes never seemed forced. The relationship was not just built on sex or just physicality. It was also built on emotion and loving each other and being there for each other every step of the way. And that's why I feel like when it comes to the I love yous, the kisses and the hugs, it was just always real intentions and just real things behind those feelings. Coming number 5, they emotionally understand each other, and they emotionally understand each other. Like I kind of just said, they emotionally understand each other. They always understand where the other person is coming from without being hostile or being impulsive towards the other person's decision to do this or to do that. Kind of like I just said, going back to the prom episode when Angel told Buffy that he thinks it's best that they break up because he feels like he's a big reason, a big anchor on her leg that's chained up, and she's just drowning the more they stay together. And Buffy respected that. She didn't change his mind on leaving. She knew that she couldn't change his mind. If he is not unhappy, that not that, but if he honestly thinks that she would be better off without him and she'll be happier, then she respected that. And I feel like that's just mostly understanding your partner. You're not forcing them to be in an unhappy situation or to like something that they just can't let their heart seek all the way into. And that's what I really love about the relationship, is that they mostly understood each other. They understood where the person was coming from. And it was never any hostility or any vengeful, vindictive things after those decisions. They were happy together. Obviously, if we're gonna have to go into this one, but obviously anyone who watched Vampire Slayer, Buffy was her happiest with Angel. I don't care about her other love interests. She was her happiest with Angel. That relationship, those 3 seasons, they had the best moments. I don't care what anyone says. She was so happy with Angel, even though they had to see each other in the darkness. It did not matter. Buffy wanted to be with him, and that's what mattered at the moment, is that they wanted to be with each other, and that's what mattered. They were happy. Coming number 7, they wanted the best for each other. Like I kind of just said, emotional understanding. Like, he wanted the best for Buffy. He wanted her to have the kids. He wanted her to have the marriage. He wanted her to have the college. He didn't want her whole life to be consumed on being the Slayer. He wanted Buffy to have more than just living in secret. And Buffy wanted more for Angel than just living in secret. Angel kind of felt like he couldn't really be himself because of his past, or because of the fact that he is a vampire. And, she always wanted more for him. She always wanted him to, feel like he can be more, that he can have fun. He doesn't have to always be like this little mysterious guy in the dark. He can have a good time. He can hang out with her friends and not feel judged. He can hang out with her and, be a wisdom guy who knows things because he's been around forever without feeling judged. And that's also a good thing to have, too, that he's been around forever so he could tell her things. And I also think that's a good thing, too, that they do that. But kind of like I said, they always wanted the best for each other. She wanted the best for him when he left LA, and he wanted the best for her when she stayed. I can't remember the name of the town that she stayed in, but he wanted the best for her, too. I don't think, does this show take place in Los Angeles? I don't remember. He wanted the best for her when he left. So it's just, that's what I really love, is that the fact they both wanted the best for each other. Even if it wasn't the best, even if they weren't the best, even if they could be together, they always wanted the best for each other. And that was happiness, friendship, whatever the case might be for anyone, they always wanted that for the other person. It was never selfish. No, I'm not going to let you be happy with him. I'm not going to let you be happy with her. You wanted to be happy with me. It was never like that with them. Coming in at number 8, they have good communication skills. And that's one thing to have in a relationship. You can't not talk to your partner about things. Buffy and Angel always talk to each other about everything. Kind of like in the prom episode. I keep going back to this episode because I feel like this is where this episode made me cry the hardest with the relationship, because you can feel that Angel was leaving and that he wasn't coming back. And the whole prom scene was just a perfect way to set off the relationship, even though he stayed in the last 2 episodes before he left, which is kind of where they kind of made it seem like he was leaving, but he stayed anyway. But you get my point. The whole prom situation just set off perfectly. The fact that Angel was basically telling Buffy that he decided to get that thing off his chest. The fact that he couldn't live with the fact that if him and Buffy stayed together in secret, she was never gonna have the life that she deserved. And that was full of happiness, like marriage and kids. Like he asked her this in season 2. Do you want marriage and kids? And do you think of ever having a career? And she said no. She told him no. And he didn't really believe that. And she said all she wants is him, which is romantic, but Angel can't digest that. The fact that Buffy doesn't want anything else out of life. He can't allow her to just be the Slayer and not have a career, not have the marriage, not have the kids, not have the true happiness, not always have to be the Slayer, be Superwoman. And he wanted more for her, and he just kind of always had to voice that towards her. Or the fact that every time they had a conversation, it was just always genuine. It was never any hostility with the conversations. It was just always pure honesty in the conversations, which is what I truly love about the conversations. Coming in at number 9, Buffy trusted Angel more than anyone. I mean, come on, I honestly believe that she trusted Angel cold cold heartedly. She trusted him with everything. She never once gave up on him. Um, and they were just always there for each other. Like I said, Angel would come across crunchy just to check on her. She would do the same thing for him if no one asked to. They just always there for each other, no matter who asked or what. Coming in number 10, they are mature, serious, passionate, loving, caring, and comfortable. And I feel like those are some things that have a relationship. They have all those qualities in a relationship. They love each other. They're mature. They're serious about each other. They're passionate. They're loving. They're caring. And you can obviously see they're both very comfortable with each other. Coming number 11, they take responsibility in acknowledging their behavior. Kind of said, like, even the worst decisions, they acknowledge those things and realize that maybe that wasn't a good idea in that moment or in that particular time. They never blame it on anyone else or say it was someone else's fault. Last but not least, number 12, they're in game. They're honestly one of the couples that I never get over the fact that they did not end up together. Put them on a list of other couples who I feel like I don't understand to this day why they didn't end up together. I honestly feel like they deserved each other, and the fact that they even considered her and Spike ending up together is sickening. He sexually assaulted Buffy in her bathroom, and Spike was just weird, period. Spike, I mean, he was attractive, but I feel like his personality is just very bland. Like, he's not interesting at all as a bad guy. He's not funny. Like, they try to make him a little bit too much like Damon. Way before Damon was Damon, I feel like they tried to do that with Spike, and it just failed. Like, he wasn't funny. He was attractive. I will give him that. The actor was attractive. His cheekbones were nice. He had a nice neck structure, and his white hair was different than usual bad boy looks. But like, his whole mysterious past is just not interesting to me. And I don't think he was really all that interested to just be a bad boy. Like, he could have just been a random guy to me. But, like I said, her and Spike, no. Her and Angel, yes. So, her and Angel were in game all the way, and I'll never go with the fact that they weren't.